So it's interesting, the first time I met Jetsunma was here at the Sivananda Ashram. It was 3 years ago, and she was presenting on a New Year's panel that was for the representation of all the world religions. It was interesting, she was up on the stage, and there were a lot of different teachers up there. They each were sharing their New Year's blessing with all of us. And when they got to Jetsunma, she sat there and she looked to her left and her right. And then she looked up and she said, "What I'm wondering is, why am I the only woman up here?" And then you said, my hope for the new year, my blessing is that we can have more female spiritual leaders, so that we can really receive the benefits of having women in these positions of spiritual teachings, that it will create such a different world. So I was wondering if you could speak to that. Why do you feel it is so important to have women as religious and spiritual leaders?
Well, first of all, because if all your teachers are male, then the message is that only males can accomplish. This is very obvious, and also because then the emphasis will be by a male will be on how the path appears as a male, naturally. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, one looks at the books on all the religious texts through the ages. They've all been written by men for other men, and so naturally that is the angle which they are going to present. So it's very important, therefore, that since women are more than half the human race, we get the feminine perspective, just to give balance. That the way women perceive things and what is important sometimes to a female is not the same as what is important to the male, and how they see things from a feminine perspective is different from how the men will see it. It's not that it's better, but it's different. And that will bring harmony into the spiritual realm. So what we need are more accomplished female teachers to give voice to the female aspiration, which will then inspire not only other females, but also many males too, who have been waiting for the women to speak out.